Hello there and welcome to yet another amazing video recording series where we're going to be taking a look at RSK paper reviews for week 50, a blue coupon week, where games are going to be played between the 14th and the 15th day of June 2025. I remain your host, Raymond Engineer. It's been quite a while I uploaded video recording series to this particular channel, and today we are going to do justice to just that by uploading all the relevant videos that are related to UK football pool and Dr. Dross here on this particular channel without missing any single week again. Congratulations, I am back. Okay, baby, without wasting time, let's dive straight into the business of today. The first on our list is family housekeeping, which happens to be a series where we communicate with you the latest developments when it has to do with the channel proper, UK football pool, the latest developments, the Dr. Josh channel, and everything you need to know about the latest on football pool. This is officially an Australian season for 2024-2025 season, and week 50 here happens to be the third week of the Australian season. Okay, if you have been with us in the free WhatsApp group since week 1 of this particular season of the Australia, that was in week 48. Yes, week 48. I dropped a free pay which happened to play 2/2. In week 49, I also dropped 2 draws, which are the banker which I projected went through, which was number 11, and it happens to be a sequence I bought from 2019 in one of our booklets. That sequence produced 5/6 full-time draws as at week 49 this current season, and we are expecting number 2 to actually pick a draw, but at the end of the day number 2 ended up failing us with a 0-1 correct score draw. So normally it's been playing that way. That sequence also came in week 38 of the English season. It comes once in a blue moon, either in English or in Australia. In the English season it did 6/7. It came I think twice or 3 times in the English season of this current season, and it came once this particular Australia, which was last week. We are hoping that sequence will come again before the end of the Australian season, so as for us to actually make use of it and be in good profit. That particular sequence projected number, let me go back to the week 49 special advance fixtures to tell you the numbers it projected as full-time draws. Okay, here we are in week 49 of this season, which was last week, and then this particular sequence projected a couple of draws, which I told you about. Number 11 was one of the first draws, which happens to be that before you have that banker draw, you have to go over to week 50, which is the following week, and pick the 2 numbers at Lotto sequence, which are letter E and letter F, which represents number 5 and number 6. Add them together. 5 plus 6 will give us 11. Then having 11, you come back to the previous week to pick number 11, which is in week 49, as your first banker draw. Then the next draw you are going to pick is to come up to high score quiz column. The first game at high score quiz column is to give to you 1 game of as full-time draw, which happens to be number 2 that fell, and the next family series of +1 of high score quiz, which happens to be number 13, which was our second draw, making it 2, 11, 13 as 2/3 from there. Then you come up to where you have the triple jeans column. Locate number 8 at triple jean, whatever position you find it there. The 2 numbers below it is going to give you 2 full-time banker draws, which happens to be Number 8 is at number 4 of triple jinx. So the two numbers below it are triple jinx happens to be number 26 and 45, which gave us 2 full-time banker draw, which happens to make us 4/5 from there. Then you pick number 31 by number as full-time draw, and also week number as full-time draw. That gave us 6/7, I guess. Yes, it gave us 6/7 last week. That is a sequence that projected some full-time banker draws for us. It came, I think, 2 or 3 times in a season, this particular season, but I'm not going to be revealing the pointers to you guys. And it has a follow-up for a second week, which happens to be week 50, and that is this week. Okay, if you saw in my WhatsApp group, I already notified you guys that we are going to start making videos this week. So this is a great opportunity for every one of you to actually tap into making some cool profit with this particular week 50 sequence, which is a follow-up. And if you want to partake in that, my WhatsApp line is free for you guys to actually chat me up. Calls are not going through because of the Etisalat network being out of coverage for the past 3 to 4 months now. So you wouldn't be able to reach me via calls, but you can connect with me via WhatsApp, because I'm very active on WhatsApp. Just drop a message, and once I'm online, I'll get to respond to you. Now back to the RSK paper review for the special advanced fixtures. Today is Monday, the 9th day of the month, and at the time of doing this video recording series, we are only made available with special advanced fixtures courtesy of the UK football pools. Thank you very much for making that paper available to us on time. And we're going to have a preview of the special advanced fixtures. Okay, the first here is for us to analyze the different leagues that have been brought before us, which happens to do with firstly from number 1, starting from the top left corner of this page, we have the NSW Premier Division of Australia with games from number 1 to number 8, followed by the NSW Division 1 with games from number 9 to number 16, followed by the Queensland Premier Division with games from number 17 to number 22, followed by the Victoria Premier with games from number 23 to 25. The next here is West Australian Premier with games from number 26 to 31, while we have the South Australian Premier with games from number 32 to 35, the Northern NSW Premier with games from number 36 to 41, the Tasmania Premier with games from number 42 to 45, and lastly at the bottom left here we have the Capital Premier Division of Australia with games from number 46 to 49. And the right hand side, top to bottom, we have the triple jinx column with games from number 1 to number 14, and below it we have the lotto sequence with 2 alphabets, which are letter E and letter F, representing number 6 and number 5. The shortlist column is just below it with games from number 1 to number 8, followed by the expert trio column with games from number 1 to number 3. The high score quiz just below it with box 1 to box 9 harboring some digits, and lastly we have the easy column with games from number 1 to number 4. And this is officially week 50, a blue coupon week, where games are going to be played between the 14th and the 15th day of June 2025. If you stay with me to the end of this video, I'm going to reveal you to 2 full-time date games that can never pick a draw this particular week, and also I'm going to be revealing to you 1 full-time banker draw at the end of this video. So for those of you that have been skipping on my video without watching every single second of it, you are going to miss out on that. So let's get started with the 2 full-time date games for this particular week, which happens to do with our sequence that projected 6/7 full-time draws. That sequence states that whenever a particular number picks a banker draw, which were the addition of the 2 numbers at the lotto sequence, take it to week 49 to pick a draw. Whenever it picks a draw like that, the following week that particular banker is supposed to be a full-time dead game. Okay, so what you need to do is to go to that number the following week. We have Centerbury and versus Hackcock Ace at number 11 this week to be a full-time dead game. That is going to be a full-time dead game at number 11 this particular week. And the week number of the previous week also is going to be a full-time dead game. So the week number of the previous week was 49. So number 11 and number 49 this current week 50 are going to be 2/2 full-time dead games. That is the first promise delivered. Then on the full-time banker draw, we'll get to that in the course of still recording this video recording series. But before that, let's take a look at the special advanced fixtures, the setting that has come to stay. Let's proceed to giving you details on sequences pointers that will project some full-time banker draws this particular week. We have first the setting of A Lechidat at number 1 playing with Blacktown C. Whenever that setting comes up, either on the second or the third week of any Australian season, then it is said to give us some full-time banker draws, at least 2 full-time draws and a very reliable pay. We also have a setting that states that whenever you see W Sydney at number 8 at home and the last alphabet of the home team at number 7 at home is letter O, you go to number 15, you find Ace Raiders at away at number 15, and also at number 39 you find H-Word E at number 39. Then you move over to number 49 and you find the last alphabet there to be letter R. Then consider yourself some massive winning because it projects 5/5 full-time draws still from the 2019 booklet. So this week it has actually set and it's projecting 5/5 full-time draws. It might play 4/5, might play 5/5. You know how these people work. They might decide to cut one, but let's just hope it's going to deliver 5/5. And trust me, our premium subscribers are going to make some massive profit this particular week. Okay, next on our list we have also going to the triple jinx column. We have a sequence also from here that states that whenever the lotto sequence close numbers, which happens to be letter E and F, which projects number 5 and 6, and are transferred to the high score quick box 2 and 3, all you need to do is pick those 2 numbers as a very reliable pay. Whenever that sequence I gave you guys earlier comes up, the following week just pick that as 2 numbers for 1 draw. But this week I don't know if it's actually going to be play. They just know that in case it plays, it might pick it as full-time draw. And also when you come down now, the high score quiz harbors number 1, meaning a fresh set of sequence is going to evolve starting this particular week. So you have to be watchful and observe before you pick any game as full-time draw. If you go to the Capital International paper, we are waiting Capital International paper. If you go to Capital International paper, you will observe that since week 48, in week 48 we had a sequence that projected number 8 as full-time draw and projected number 18 also as full-time draw and number 43. I gave out number 8 to my esteemed audience with 18 and 43, which were the premium members, and they made some cool profits with those 3 numbers, so it was 3/5. Then we had also in week that number 8 was placed at Capital Cannot Draw on page 1, which picked a draw. Last week they repeated number 49 there, and having known the sequence, number 49 was also repeated there as full-time banker draw, which it actually drew. Then this week we are waiting the Capital International paper. Cannot Draw column page 1 can be projected. It's a 50-50 game now, can be projected as 1 full-time banker draw. Then on the full-time banker draw, I promised at the beginning of this video recording series, I'm going to be detailed about it. so you can actually make use of it, but as culture demands, take only what you can afford to lose. Okay, if you go back to week 48, the two numbers, the two letters at the lotto sequence, add them together, bring them forward to the following week to give to a full-time banker draw. Now do the same thing for week 49 against this week 50. The two numbers that are placed there in week 49, let's go back to week 49 so that I'll show you. Okay, here in week 49 we have the lotto sequence to have all letter H and I, which represents number 8 and 9. So 8 plus 9 is giving us number 17. So bring that number 17 back to this particular week, which is the following week, where we have Bridgeline R versus SW, S Wonders, and at number 17 to give us a full-time banker draw. That is my first draw for the week number 17. So you can actually go through your records to confirm this for yourself before proceeding to making use of it. Okay, thank you very much for having taken our time to see this video to the end. In my subsequent videos this week, I'm going to reveal more to you guys for you guys to actually make good use of it and be in profit. Welcome back to the UK Football Pool and the Dr. Josh channel. Thank you for having stayed with me without unsubscribing from our page. We are fully back. Thank you. We do have a lovely week ahead. More details on how we're going to grow this particular season and the next in our next video recording series. I remain your host, Raymond Engineer. If you loved this video and you loved hearing my voice, kindly share this video to all your social media handles so that more people will get to discover us, and also make use of that comment section by typing welcome back, and trust me, I'll go through your comments, respond to them, and also do justice to the videos we do here on this particular channel. Thank you very much. We are going to make some cool millions this particular Australian season. Thank you, and do have a lovely week ahead. I remain your host, Raymond Engineer. See you in our next video. Bye for now.